Hi there, I'm meteorologist Nash Rhodes with MyFoxHurricane.com, and I've got updates on what's happening in the tropics, where right now we're keeping an eye on only one area of disturbed weather across the Atlantic, and it's that same area we've been tracking for really the past week. It's this disturbance that's just now moving past the Lesser Antilles. It's going to be working its way into the western Atlantic over the next few days, where we'll have a medium 60% chance of formation as it approaches a more conducive environment for development. That'll be within this orange shaded region here, kind of extending through the Bahamas up off the coast of Florida and potentially off the east coast of the United States. This is unlikely to form over the next 2 days, and that's because right now it is still battling a little bit of Saharan dust as well as some shear, as it's not in exactly a favorable environment. Satellite imagery also showing that more showers and storms are starting to form as a little bit of that dust is starting to recede. But regardless, I'm not anticipating development until this moves farther to the north and west, and this still doesn't have a closed area of circulation, which means that there's a lot of questions about where this could potentially track next. As we look at two of our prominent forecast models, the European model shown here in white and the GFS, the American model here shown in red. Two closed areas of circulation are shown here on this map as we head into the early hours of Monday morning. Notice the European model taking this very far east from Florida, and notice the American model taking this west of Florida. If this system is disorganized, models tend to take this a little bit farther to the west as a sloppy system, whether it's a disturbance or potentially a weak tropical depression. We'll be monitoring this tracking into the Gulf of Mexico, likely west or potentially scraping the southern tip of Florida as it does so as we head into the end of this weekend and beginning of next week. That's one solution. The other solution that's gaining a little bit more traction among models is that this will track east of Florida. A stronger system that organizes a little bit earlier would tend to keep farther east of Florida, very far out into the Atlantic. Otherwise, if it's organized but not quite as strong, it might be right along the coast of Florida. We'll be watching this carefully as well because of the warm sea surface temperatures that are going to be in this vicinity. 83 to 87 degree temperatures being recorded by our buoy sites there along the coast, which is more than enough to potentially strengthen this system just a bit more if it were to track into that region. Additionally, wave heights will be a potential concern, as well as just beach erosion there along the coast, as this will correlate with a new moon cycle, which could already amplify those high tides. So this will just be something to watch as well along the East Coast, potentially up into the Carolinas as well as we head into the beginning of next week. Now, apart from that wave, we're really not tracking anything else out there in the Atlantic right now. The next name up will be Debbie if this does take a name. But until that closed level of circulation forms, we're not going to have as much data on where this could potentially head next. As we get more information, though, we'll keep you updated right here at MyFoxHurricane.com.